on and goes, anybody read this book? I was doing Bible studies in my car for 3 months, steering with one leg, making notes in my... I almost met Jesus before I met Jesus. I was running people off the road, they're waving at me one finger at a time, so I thought And I finally got to Genesis 1:1. In the beginning God, in the beginning God, in the beginning God created the heavens and earth. In the beginning God. That broke me. It fell on my face. There's a God. That's when it hit me. There is a God. There's a God. And it broke me. I called my buddy Phil up in the middle of the day and I'm crying on the phone. There's a God, Phil. There's a God. There's a God. He goes, I know. I've been trying to tell you for 1.5 years. I said, but I didn't know that. He goes, you got a problem with that? I said, how about blasphemy? How about denying him, cursing him? How about spitting at him? I can't think of it. Why would he want me? He said, have you gotten to the cross? I go, the cross? He goes, oh, I don't want to ruin the ending for you. I turned my back on God, and God took the stripes on his back for me. I used my hands for my own purposes, and they nailed his hands to the cross for me. I walked away from God for years, and he took the nails in his feet for me. That cross, if Jesus Christ did not rise from the dead, then Christianity is nothing more than another man-made feel-good organization like Kiwanis. But if that day on Calvary, Jesus Christ 3 days later rose from the dead, that changes the whole game. My faith is in that resurrection, that cross. I put him there. Everything in my being screams for revenge. He stood on that cross and said, forgive them for they know not what they do. When my wife said to me, 10 minutes from a courthouse, let's go home, this is wrong. When I read about a grace-filled God, I had an earthly reference point. That was grace. That's what grace looks like. There's no earthly reason why that woman would go home with me. I was an absolutely foul-mouthed, loud-mouthed, angry, bitter, jaded, cynical man, and I poured that bile out on that woman for 9 years. Forgive him, Lord. He knows not what he does. What a gift. What a gift. That was 15 years ago. I'm still overwhelmed at times by that gift of grace. And it's not perfect in our home by any means. Trust me. She started menopause. There are nights, not every night, but there are nights. I lie in bed and dream about the good old days of PMS. There are weeks I can't get to home cold enough for her. Our bedroom's 48 degrees. I got meat hanging off my curtain rods. She'll walk in at 10 o'clock in the evening and turn on some 64-bladed fan she installed. I had to bolt the furniture to the floor to keep them getting sucked through the roof. She stands there, why is it so hot in here? Why is it so hot? I can't see her from the fog coming out of her mouth. And then she wakes me up to feel her night sweats. Is that necessary? I'm sound asleep, she zips my parka open while I'm sleeping there. Jeffrey, wake up, feel this. It's disgusting. Look at me, I'm just sitting here. There's like a furnace in me or something. Well, you're lucky you don't have to go through this. You know, I wouldn't if you quit waking me up. Then I told the kids, watch out, Mom's going through some serious stuff. Like what? Remember those nights you didn't do your homework? She'd get mad and yell at you? She goes, yeah, you're a little different now. She might start crying and then stab you. You guys have been an absolute delight.